Well, it's Friday night. It's getting close to midnight. I got the fire going. The homestead's coming good. The only problem we have, it's up until this morning, it's been raining the last couple of days again. And we ended up getting a tarp, which is literally, you could barely just see it right there. It's an old military tarp. It's, I don't know the exact name of it, but it's rubberized. And it was just given to us yesterday, and we were trying to put it up on top of here, but damn thing's way too big. Took me about a day or so to find somebody to actually come and help me take it in, like I did yesterday, because it was so big and bulky I couldn't even bike ride over here with it. And so yeah, I woke up this morning with big puddles inside our tent, and I had to lay them boards right there so I'd stop tracking mud and shit in there. So yeah, outside of that, the homestead's actually doing pretty good. Got Mr. Marmaduke hanging out over there. Hopefully tomorrow I'm supposed to be doing a job, and that same job they told us we can bring home some wood pallets and such that I need. The idea is to I'm thinking either I'm going to use it for a chicken coop, which I'll probably start tomorrow, or I'll use it to build a small shelter for us so we can stop relying on the tent. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad tent. It's just I don't like being rained on when I'm trying to sleep. So, outside of that, nothing bad. Damn, boy, what'd you eat over there? Shit, I wonder if I got that on camera. He just belched out loudly. Grab some more firewood. Yeah, normally I'd have a fire on the ground if I can, but the ground's so wet I couldn't start a fire earlier on it, so that's why I'm using one of our stoves. And then there's Avery. It's just me, okay? But I don't know. It's just the same old stuff last week. This coming Sunday will mark 2 weeks that we have been here on the homestead. And I've been doing a lot of searching on Craigslist. And I found that chickens in the area are very cheap to get. And that they're usually about I saw the cheapest one being $7, which I think is pretty cool. And then thought about getting a donkey, which I know sounds crazy, but hear me out. Donkey for riding and such, either a donkey or a horse, one of the two. But just something, you know. I like having animals around me that aren't human. You know, because then I can have different interactions and such. And there's one thing I've always noticed with female animals, especially dogs and horses, since they're the ones I work with the most, is that female animals of any species and breed, they always seem to be the most loving, and I guess it's the motherly way that they are. You know, like when I first got Xena, she had already had her pups, and she was already fixed by then. But because she had already had her pups, she still had that motherly love, I guess you could say, and it was most noticeable when we got Marmaduke, because he was only about 3 to 4 weeks old and was always whining and such, and every time he'd whine, Xena would be right there with him, comforting him. And then the farm I work for out in New Mexico, when we had I don't know if they still have Mystic or not, but we had a couple of female horses out there, and compared to the male horses, the female horses were always, I guess you could say, easier to get along with. I'm not sure why. I just noticed that a lot of times, for the most part, if you have good interactions with any animals, in my experience, it's usually the female animals that I get along with a lot easier. I don't know why that is. It's really weird. So don't be surprised if you see female animals out here, because it's, in my experience, they're a lot easier to deal with than male animals, you know. Well, unless you're Avery. There's a reason why we call Avery Crazy Avery, because she's just psychotic. She's a psycho. She's American Psycho. Whoa. We will be trying to get electricity, but it's gonna be, just a solar, like, the ones I'm thinking of is, it's a solar panel, like this, you know, like the bricks, but then it folds out with 2 other solar panels on it. And we'll have it, but only just for my phone, so I can keep doing videos and get calls, jobs to do work and such. Outside of that, everything around here, my tent has a, I buy candles in downtown, for a pretty cheap price. 3 candles for $1 downtown is really good, regardless of what the sizes are. It helps save, I guess you could say, with living efficiencies, because if I was, well, I mean, think of it this way: if I did solar panels for lighting too, like I was originally going to do, Jesus Christ, that fire, I would have to keep relying on the sun for, you know, to get the energy going. And the problem is, lately, we've really had a lot of rain. It's only supposed to be sunny for the next couple of days, and then I think Monday, for the whole freaking week, it's supposed to start raining again. The whole week we'll be getting nothing but rainstorms. So, that's very unfortunate. And so, that's why I'm trying to hurry up and get another tarp. Something about that size right there. We got one laying around. I just gotta find it. But get another tarp and put it on that side over there, and then maybe get a third one and overlap it on top right there somewhere, somehow. I'm not sure. We gotta figure that out. But anyways, yeah, just I'm trying to keep it plain and simple. There's a syrup factory about right outside of Jefferson. They sell blue water barrels for $10 a piece. And so I'm thinking, once I get the cash to do it and the way to bring one out, we'll see what it is that they are using it for, and if I feel comfortable with it, I'll start collecting rainwater with it. And then, like I said, we'll try and get the chicken coop up and running. Like I said, I got enough wood for 2 chicken coops, so I'll get 2 of them up and running, one for myself and one for the property owners who live out here as well. And then we'll just have to keep seeing what goes on from there. Well, I think my fire is starting to die down. I guess I need to go lay down as well. We'll see y'all tomorrow.